We started with 128 players in the open bracket and we're down to the best 2. It's our grand final of RaRaLand 2024. The first time Chinese are here at our event.
Yeah.
And they are undefeated, both of them.
Brand new players, brand new finalists. We'll have a brand new RaRaLand champion after this best of 7 grand final. And I think 2 very deserving players indeed. Colorful, we just saw him beat Dice, had a really strong showing, and Fortitude with an insane run, so far not dropping a single map, which now will certainly change because both these guys are in killer shape.
This is an interesting setup, right? Because we don't have any bans. I don't think that ever happens.
That is extremely rare. Many tournaments these days have a big map pool. Here at RaRaLand, only 7. Mostly modern maps, something that also players had to get used to. And yeah, best of 7 now. Every single map could be played. Also one of our favorites, Twisted Meadows, which we haven't seen a single time yet. Have you noticed?
Oh my god, dude. Imagine the story if we go 3-3 and the last map is Twisted.
Sounds good to me.
Please, sounds good to me.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, the story is on the wall. Fortitude or Colorful will succeed. Happy as the champion. Who's your money on?
If we go by the numbers, if we go by the previous results, if we also go by recent encounters, Fortitude seems to have the upper hand. I've been a big fan of 40 ever since the beginning of this year when he had this crazy tear against Happy. He looks like the dominator right now, and I think Fortitude may cement himself as a top world-class tournament-winning global player.
That's true, man. We follow his journey for a long time, since the first editions of like GCS, Gold Series, NetEase tournaments, and oftentimes he was up there first, like 2015-16, he had this rivalry with Foggy, where they always met in the quarterfinals, so his runs oftentimes ended in the top 8. Then in 2019-ish, he advanced into the top 4 situation, but then he always ran into Lin and was eliminated there. So Tier 1 tournament grand finals were really rare up until Dubai.
Yes.
That tournament really put him up there when he defeated Happy offline. But if he wins RaRaLand against all races without dropping a single map, imagine, then he is definitely up there on the Mount Rushmore of modern Warcraft.
Yeah, nobody can challenge Happy more than Fortitude, and now Fortitude is challenging the world here at RaRaLand. Everyone so far in his wake has been not just defeated, but destroyed. Again, not a single map has been dropped. I still find that insane. Now Colorful, though, is going to be his strongest foe yet. These 2 guys, of course, know each other very well. They played Chinese competition throughout the years. This year alone have had 19 games. This is going to mark game number 20, and that way, keep on building their legacy.
Shout out to Finrod for the 50 euros here. That's right, man. They have this history. They started around the same time to get into the top 16 position. They were at the same team for a long time. The legendary Lao Pao Esports Club with Focus and won WGTL together. Then, of course, ways parted, and they are both, though, fathers of child. They both are business owners on the side. Of course, Fortitude known as the Crab King. Fortitude, Colorful, I think, in the tea business. You know, need a little side hustle as a Warcraft player. Yeah. And there's another one. Thank you, Neo's last hair with the 10 euros. Thank you.
Thank you guys also very much for the support. We cracked more than 12,000 euros here. That is absolutely amazing. That helps us cover the costs for this RaRaLand and the next one to come. And this RaRaLand is going to have its highlight here beginning in a moment. We're setting up the first map, 40 and Colorful.
It is incredibly hard for me to call if 40 is really the big favorite, because, you know, we have a lot of show matches, especially in the Chinese scene, and sometimes 40 is playing 2 full best of 5 sets in a row, and one he loses 5-0 and the other he wins 5-0. So what is it today? We will have a new champion, and we have a game finally. This is 40 versus Colorful, game 1. We need a new champion. It might very well be this one. He already is the king of Dubai, and he might become the king of Dortmund. This is Fortitude. And his opponent with the win, he could become the undisputed best Night Elf in the world. This is colorful!
Alright guys, let's buckle up and settle in here for a wonderful grand final best of 7. This is going to be a long series and a big test for both these guys, the biggest test yet. Fortitude has somehow managed a miraculous perfect run without any flaws all the way up into the grand final. Finds his countryman here with whom he traveled all the way from China. First time RaRaLand appearance, first time big success for both these guys. Perhaps feeling mostly satisfied already with their result, but man, would it be nice and must be burning in their flesh here the desire to win the crown as well.
Right on. That trophy is quite beautiful. I wanted to take it home. Gideon said it's not allowed. It has to go to the players, so it's a little bit of a shame for me personally, but I might get a replica instead. No surprise for any of us. We are having a Demon Hunter on Colorful side, the hero that he's been playing for basically 15 years straight. The question is in this matchup though, what's Fortitude's style at the moment? Is it 2-base? Is it 1-base? Is it rifle pushes? Is it blood mage? There's so many opportunities and so many different styles to pick from.
Yeah, Fortitude not so predictable as some other humans might be. Of course, most humans fast expand most of the time. Forty also does it a whole bunch, but not necessarily always. Something Colorful will have to be careful about. He's going to go aggressive here right away at the start of the game with the Demon Hunter Immolation. He's got some good items, but no ring of protection, so not super tanky. Looking for some peasant kills early and gets a bunch of them. 3 peasants taken out. Might cost him the TP. Yes, it will be, with a nice block.
Thought for a second he's trapped there, doesn't even need it. Harass causes a little bit of a delay, but yeah, you don't want to lose that town portal early, but this happened to Colorful a lot, and if he didn't lose the town portal, he oftentimes sold it already, so maybe he's a little bit on the happy philosophy of town portal lifestyle. If you don't make mistakes, you don't need them.
Yeah, question is how aggressive now he can be. Following up without the TP, he can still get more mobile with other items, the boots and the staff, something the Demon Hunter oftentimes enjoys quite a bit. As tier 2 is on the way, we got the Hunter's Hall coming, and we got Colorful taking a big camp over here. The power of Immolation early game, really strong, both against low HP units and also for creeping. It's a lot of experience right away.
Okay then, what will he get? It's of course also a big item. This is more fuel for the Immolation tank with a big mana potion. The other items also quite nice. As a Night Elf, you always have to be aware of Fortitude pushes into your base. Water Elementals level 2, you also got a Claw. Now Boots, also no TP anymore, plus Dust to hunt some archers. Fortitude, after like 4.5 minutes of defense play, is going for the offense for the first time.
Level 3 here, big power spike. Mana potion sold can sometimes be good for a Demon Hunter with Immolation, but doesn't deem it necessary. At home also looking solid, right? With the Mercenary Army, that is pretty good for defending. Now both have to attack and defend at the same time. Level 3 AM with the Water Elementals, good pressure here, but so does the Demon Hunter as well. Present a threat. Oh, and we're gonna have a quick pause by Colorful. The action's about to kick off.
Needs an admin to come over, technical support. So hopefully this is alright. Not too sure. Maybe the lights. It's the lights. Blinded by the light. Like the song. Oh,
a little bit too bright. Maybe we can adjust those a little bit. We of course want to have both players here in perfect condition. If they both can show their best, then we are in for a treat. And it seems like we are indeed.
And here we go. The Demon Hunter is blind, but Colorful is no more. Going into the Echo line once again, and he's getting quite some success, but Fortitude, that aggression pays off. That Berserker can't be saved, and that's big experience for the Archmage.
3 more peasant kills, so that makes it 6 total so far, but the Berserker loss, that one does hurt. That was the best unit that Colorful had here, couldn't keep it alive with the Moon Juice. Demon Hunter now going to have to staff back on home. These Moonwells are really important. They are the fuel to keep the Demon Hunter tank engine running. The Naga now joining as well, and Colorful nicely evening out his play here. He had a strong early game, now following it up with a strong Naga mid-game, though she can be not so impressive in the late game at times, and we're moving towards the late game here slowly but surely. Fortitude will benefit from this expansion more and more over time.
Nobody plays early games better than Fortitude, and it doesn't really matter what matchup it is. Archmage, Footman, Militia, that's all the weapons he needs most of the time. He cancelled one of the laws already. Colorful though, with his Demon Hunter Immolation Harass style, he's playing into that a little bit, and he's doing a lot of damage to the Footman, grinding some XP, and the crowd control by the Naga is no laughing matter either.
One more kill here for the Demon Hunter, a little bit more experience being picked up, and he's leveling really well, dude. Level 3.8 already, clearly ahead of the Archmage. And of course, the second hero is also going to play from ahead. So Colorful is going to be benefiting from an experience lead and stronger heroes for quite a while. Fortitude will try to make use of all that gold he's getting, but so far he can't really benefit from it too much. He has to wait for tier 2, second hero, Sanctums, all that. Right now he has to get a lot of stuff done with very little. It's almost only the AM, Watch Elementals, and a few footmen here to slow down his opponent.
As so often, and then we'll see what style he's gonna pick. We see a blacksmith, we see a shop, so rifles on the menu apparently. Colorful was thrown back a little bit with that lore cancel. Now he got them both up. Dryads are coming as the solution for Water Elementals, and Wisps nicely positioned there. It's kind of hard to reach, so of course everybody has to expect these harasses. Very few can defend them, but I think Colorful is doing a good job, and he's coming prepared indeed.
Yeah, the healing situation is starting to look a little bit scary for Colorful because the Moon Juice spot isn't that great. There's also only 3 Moonwells. Did you forget about one of them? The 4th one seems rather late. Maybe it was cancelled earlier, hasn't been remade, so Colorful's going to be supply blocked here in a moment. Pressure is still on. Even more pressure now with more Mercs. Fortitude coming in with the real attack.
Ooh, this was amazing. He got a lot of Mercs here. This is what a weird timing this is. Naga in trouble. As I said, Fortitude doesn't really need much except from his Archmage and Footman with defense. This would be even scarier, but now we got Demon Hunter level 4, Evasion level 2, and much more tanky. Naga also equipped with a Fork Lightning now. Muddy, the Mauler, and the Archmage. Plus the Shadow Priest actually is what 40 is throwing at Colorful. So how do you save this Demon Hunter? He has to get out there. He's blocking himself a little bit. Oh my, this is so wonky! Dies to the Mauler!
Didn't have another Moonwell, didn't have a shop here, not enough healing for the Demon Hunter. He didn't have bears either because of the supply block. I guess no rejuvenation here for such a long time is a huge deal, and that is all the momentum now on the human side. With a big hero kill here, huge play for Fortitude before he ever had tier 2 units. Another perfect game apparently for 40.
Yeah, not for Colorful though. The unit control, the positioning, that was all fine, but this Moonwell breaks his back. Dude, he can't go for the bears, really, can he? No, he had to cancel the 2 bears to get his Demon Hunter back. This is half a disaster now.
Yeah, Fortitude here putting so much pressure on, making Colorful's life difficult. I guess it is a rather clear macro mistake. Not just the Moonwell was late, also the shop was late, and of course then the bears being missing followed from that. And Fortitude here is off to the races on map 1 of this grand final. This is a huge lead, to be honest. Normally the Night Elf here is supposed to control the map. They have the stronger heroes. Before the human Death Ball 70 supply is online. But now with the Demon dead for so long, all the wheels are off this cart, and Colorful will need to make something magical happen here to come back in this game.
I was about to make the same point. Like, this was Fortitude's weakest moment usually in the game.
Yep.
And how does he spend the weakest moment in the game? He kills the enemy first here.
Yeah, he is just in incredible shape right now. There's one mistake being shown and Fortitude punishes right away. And just with the Archmage, oh, almost got the next kill, but his Dryad, thankfully, for Colorful does survive. As he's waiting still for the Demon to come back. He was level 4, man. It takes so long to res.
You know, some people say silver linings are for nerds, right? Some even turned that into a song, but Naga level 3 is quite nice to have. Getting a ring, getting a claw, getting that Fork Lightning level 2. This will definitely hurt, and if you can take the priests out of the fight to take away the sustain, and Fork Lightning certainly helps with that.
Yeah, the game isn't over yet, necessarily. These Night Elf heroes can still be really strong. We know that Colorful's micro is really powerful as well. If you can get off to a good start and force a fight soon, before 40 has the entirety of the huge army that he wants, then there might be a way back. Again, with the help of super strong heroes. But for that, the Demon needs to be back, and there needs to be some actions. Colorful has to go for some plays really, really soon.
What can you do at this point? He is expecting an attack, of course. Demon Hunter was on a good level before he died, so that's fine. Items, kind of abysmal, to be honest. No orb yet, no staff yet. He will have big expenses, and yeah, as you said, off the races is pretty much exactly the perfect way to put it. Naga being banished, item on the ground.
No way! Oh, he steals it as well, dude!
Wow!
One play after the next, he saves the Sork here as well. Fortitude feeling so confident, he doesn't even have the huge death ball yet. I don't think he even has a heal scroll, does he? No, but he wants to fight. Fortitude is feeling strong right now, and he has good reason to feel exactly that way. The Demon Hunter though in the front line, the Immolation is doing a good amount of damage, but only as long as there's mana, and the mana is basically out. But Colorful now shooting from range with the archers, wants to find kills, wants to pick up more experience. Demon Hunter level 5, Demon Hunter level 6 maybe, and everything is still possible.
Problematic situation for Colorful, of course, if he wants to turn the ship around. He needs to go for a hero kill, ideally, but there's an Arc, there's a Potion. This is great rescue material here, of course. With Banish, you can also disable the Demon Hunter for the longest time. But Colorful, he's playing an economically efficient game, being only in no upkeep. But it's a tough road, man. He's falling into a slow trap. This army is up now.
He minimized the losses really well. I think he only lost like one bear, maybe one dryad. Fortitude certainly lost more, but he can afford to lose more. He's got way more income, of course, this whole time, and the losses for 40 weren't that huge either. Still up at 70 and pressing on. Fortitude wants to check if there's an expansion that he needs to be concerned with. He's going to check the natural, but there's nothing there, and that might put a little smile on 40's face because he's aware that he is really far ahead in this game.
Okay, Moonwell upgrade just finished. We're approaching the 13-minute mark. Is it down to 40 to decide when this game ends and not how this game ends?
It's certainly a difficult position to come back from, but I think 40 is aware of the danger here. It is the heroes, most poignantly this hero. This one here, the Demon Hunter, has insane potential if he does get the levels. Again, level 5 or even level 6 has the potential to turn everything around here. Bear's also pretty strong in this fight right now, in this engagement, but we have a 30 supply lead still. But if you can trade one kill for 0 losses, that is something that Colorful would love to continue to do over and over. But 40 never loses too much. Sure, one breaker goes down, but that's quickly replaced.
This was great value on the healing right there. Only one breaker falling. These are establishing a nice front line by now. 2 breakers still up, 3 priests, but 4 Zorks actually. Very heavy on Zorks. Been the theme of the tournament a little bit against Orc and Night Elf alike. So, Colorful wants to brawl, trying to grind up, but the Banish saves are gorgeous.
Scourge Mountain was almost owned by the Demon Hunter. That could have been really cool, but he wasn't quite in range to do that. One more bear in trouble here and gets the kill. The staff not quite ready in time there to be used, and Fortitude keeps on building on his advantage. He's still benefiting from the expansion. No second base available for the Night Elf, and Fortitude is getting rich and rich and rich.
Wonder if there's any play possible with the Demon Hunter into the expansion, maybe with the staff, but he doesn't have the staff off cooldown. He, great minds think alike, as you see, but there's no entrance without a wisp to staff onto. Fortitude is in tremendous shape right now.
Fortitude also keeping everything in mind, fully walling off the expansion. He knows the harass there. Buying more time for Colorful could be a way back into the game, because Demon can always rely on the staff. Of course, there's no cancel on the human side. If he can't get into the expansion, though, he's going to go into the main base and slaughter some peasants there. They are fighting back with militia form, but not strong enough. The Demon will win this fight before he says, okay, whatever, you harass me across the base, across the map, I'm going to bring the hammer down in your main.
That is level 5 indeed. Is it Immolation 3 or Evasion is the question. He's staying here. No defense, basically. It's the Naga and a couple of friendly bears on the side, but you cannot stop this push, I guess. Demon Hunter coming back home, half dead already. It is Evasion 3 for the sustain.
Last chance and last stand for Fortitude, for Colorful on map number 1. He's trying to get up to 6 supply. 2 bears are in queue, or at least one of that is the Dryad actually, but the Moonwell is so quickly disappearing. Colorful won't be able to make use of one of his big home turf advantages. The Moon Juice now being so low, and 3 bears only is not enough to cut it.
It's nothing. The Dryads, of course, had to walk all the way back home. Colorful is trying to go for this one last chance. He was waiting for this moment, and is this the perfect engagement? Is, I guess, as good as it gets. Dryads are kind of safe. The Wisp Detonator actually super, especially on the Priest and the Zorks. He's finding wonderful positions for that, but there's always a Blood Mage and there's always more mana.
Yeah, Fortitude staying in here, just standing and holding his ground confidently. He knows he's got the way bigger army. He knows this game is his, and he will take the 1-0, still undefeated.
Mr. Unbesiegbar. This is getting out of control, man.
Yeah, and we are one step closer to the possibility of an insane, perfect run. If he wins 3 more maps in a row, that would be a tournament won without a single map drop. That would be utterly ridiculous. That's even insane for happy standards. But Fortitude is, yeah, really looking to be in the shape of his life. What a goddamn performance. Of course, one clear mistake here by Colorful in this game, forgetting about the Moonwell not having the healing available, not having the bears in time, and great read also by Fortitude, right? He lost a lot of footmen. The Demon got level 4 quickly, but he didn't get dissuaded by that. He didn't panic. He was like, you know what? I think you're low on Moonwells. I think you're low on healing. I think there's something I can do here. backs up the Mercs. He's got the Muddy for the slow, who had a couple of highlight moments already in this tournament. And yeah, when the Demonic dies, the game is basically over. Colorful tried to recover, tried to look for openings back into the game, but Fortitude, he is... I don't think he's making any mistakes at the moment.
And it is quite scary because leading into the tournament, everybody is talking about he's the best against Undead, which is true. He's the best in Human Mirror, that is true.
Yep.
But everybody thought he has weaknesses against Orc and Night Elf.
Yeah, I guess he may have passed in the matchup. This is going to be for us to discover over the course of this series, but yeah, this is really astonishing. We all knew how great Fortitude was already in the online tournament, in the show matches, but offline performance is a different story still. You mentioned the Bad Boom before, where he had a great run at the start of the year, but there it was certainly hotly contested. He lost a bunch of maps. It was a really, really entertaining tournament and a back and forth. So far, he is running through this grid without big challenges.
Just like we are running through our donation goal. There was another dono. I unfortunately didn't get the name. Paul, if you caught that, please let me know. It was 49 buckos on it. Is his name on it or is he on it?
I think he is on it.
To
get the name.
Okay.
As we are on it to soon get the second map started. All right. Good thing for Colorful is it's going to be his map pick. And of course, there's no vetoes. Like we said earlier, this is a 7-map pool for a best of 7 grand final. So now Colorful has a free pick of it. And Benny Gant was the supporter with a donation. Thank you so much.
As I thought he's called Benny Gant, like if he's a giant. He's not a giant, he's here. But he's a lovely, lovely fella, so thank you, Benny.
Thank you very much. Certainly a giant effort here to support us with a contribution. Benny and many others already more than 12,000 euros streaming in. Absolutely, absolutely wonderful.
Benny and many, huh?
Benny and many.
Was that
many,
intentional?
many others. No, it was not.
Damn, dude. So I was a bit worried about Colorful already when I saw his semifinal. There was an Engine of War running into a creep spot on Northern Isles. So this is always a sign of like fatigue when it's not at your sharpest anymore. And that was just map 3 or 4.
Yeah.
And this is a best of 7, so he has to recover somehow.
Yeah, and Colorful had some long series in there as well. It was a lot of back and forth against Soccer, against Starbike. It was 3 mappers, also losing a map to Dice earlier. Seemed like he was going through the ringer. That can wear on you over time. It can get exhausting. Fortitude also had some longer games, but it has seemed like it hasn't phased him. Like, whatever challenge is presented to him, he is handling it well. I love what Leon said on the cast as well. Like, whatever you think you're going to try, what trick, he knows it's coming.
Yeah.
Like, whatever it might be. And normally nothing catches him off guard. We had a really weird example there as well when Sock tried to sapper his main base. A human mirror sapper. That's weird. I didn't even know what the purpose was there. Maybe a bit of desperation at that point. But point is, whatever is being brought to him and served up on his plate as an issue, he has the answer for quickly.
Yeah. He's also not getting phased by it at all. Like, you could start thinking, okay, what other tools does this guy have in the box? What's he trying to do next? He's getting desperate. So this is not something that I've experienced 500 times on ladder. So I have to think the extra step. No, he just continues to plow through people. And we'll see if he'll do that as well, or if Colorful is kicking back. This is Fortitude with a 1-0 lead, but we'll see what happens on game 2. Oh my god.
Finally.
It is time.
Finally.
I don't care about player introductions at this point, everybody. Dortmund, can you make some noise for Twisted freaking Meadows?
It took 3 days and a whole lot of games for finally in the grand final move to the most legendary map ever in Warcraft 3, and quite possibly the best map ever. We see it being picked here by Colorful because it's known to be a really good Night Elf map in this matchup. Oftentimes humans veto it, not all the time, but often, and known to be a great Warden map. And indeed, the Warden is the pick here. And I do remember you a while ago, it's more than a year at least, saying that you weren't that impressed with his Warden.
You know, Colorful is a great player, but he
He has to work on some things.
He has to work on some things. And a couple of weeks ago, he had to work on his Warden. But there were some maps where he really impressed me, and I said, I'm not gonna criticize Colorful's Warden anymore.
Okay.
You are living in the past, Mr. Remo Demo, you conservative, colorful hater.
I mean, I said it was a while ago.
Oh, you did?
I did, yeah.
I once again didn't listen. Oops.
I just want to disagree with you.
True.
Oh my god, what is up for the Archmage? Sorry to interrupt, but that item is amazing. Robe of the Magi for the Archmage plus 6 int at the start of the game is absolutely tremendous. But the Warden might also have a great start. Creeping the first green camp easily, and this is the big strength for the Warden on this map. You can creep like crazy with the Ancients of War. You can move through the trees, you can quickly level up, and the Warden is absolutely horrible if she's behind tempo and on low levels, but if she gets high level, she might very well be the best hero in the game.
I've gained confidence in Colorful's Warden. He has to find the balance between leveling and harassing expansions. That's a heal potion right there, a little bit of extra int and the ability to hide, of course, on top. She doesn't necessarily need that too much, but yeah, by Fortitude, again an expansion play. So far we only have Shadow Strike. Warden can of course go for single target or AoE damage, or both, and then skip Blink. But I feel like this is taking a bit too long, doesn't it? 40 is already done with 2 creep spots.
Almost walking into a surround right away. Nice block there from the Footman as well, putting a bit more damage on the Warden. She's hurt already, might make it difficult for her to harass these peasants, but here the big healing might come into play. 2.5, would love to get some more experience and get that level 3.
How do you continue from this? By killing peasants, of course, by killing footmen, of course. I love to see that Warden here. We got the mercenaries, so this might lead Fortitude into going for defense, but Fan of Knives early. No blink, hurt Warden, but the first kills as well.
Next Fan of Knives here could get a bunch more kills. There we go, making good use of the mana, and the experience bar is starting to move up there. There we go, that's level 3. And Fortitude maybe exposing his expansion too much. That's a lot of losses. What's he accomplishing in the meantime? Ooh. He's fighting against the Mercs. If he gets the Berserker, that will be big.
There's more peasant kills right there. We saw a Fan of Knives level 2 wants to make sure that the Arcane Tower is not finishing in the Scout Tower. This is now a big part of aggression by 40, of course, with Water Elementals level 2. We have a little bit of the spell against it. Warden has a Town Portal only, no staff. This is expensive, but there's 2 Moonwells ready, and now this Archmage needs to be punished for it.
Yeah, Fortitude here, lots of losses at the start of the game for the first time. Perhaps we see him on the back foot for real. Needs to get something done right now with this counterattack. But the Warden doing so much damage with the Fan and Shadow Strike build here, doing so much DPS, forcing the Archmage away and forcing him to staff out, I guess. Going for the boots as well. Fortitude still trying with the expansion, but man, is that late.
Indeed, and that will be more and more fodder for the Warden. Look at this Shadow Strike, a little bit of slow chip damage. She has, of course, boots as well. Very low mana, so probably no follow-up damage. In the meantime, 40's Footman control out of this world as always, but a nice detonate against the Water Elementals as well.
So stressful, dude. The hero there is so hurt. One blink would have been the death, but of course there was other skill points that were chosen. The Warden now has to come back to defend in the main base. Not too many Footmen left here. Oh, the Bursey. The Bursey will be big. But keep it alive.
Shadow Priest,
keep it alive.
Do your thing. Do your thing. Do the heal
God.
thing. And the Moonwell's there. Very good. He needs that Berserker against
Archmage.
towers.
No way. Dude.
What?
On a suicide mission, it almost looks like, but he's summoning the Water Elemental, so much more damage. Again, the robe comes into play here, but the Warden now has one clear target. But 40 nicely moves back.
Still no mana. And 40 knew this, that there isn't enough mana for the Shadow Strike. Maybe there is now. Close. It's only level 1. Here we go.
Oh, playing on the edge, trying to catch up. Archmage!
Ancient of War! Pow!
First blood.
Dude, what a right hand.
That guy got hands. No experience for the Warden, unfortunately, because it technically counts as a tower. So AM is dead, but the Warden still not level 4. But looking for more kills, and the footies here might be very much killable.
40 gets his Archmage back from the tavern. Expansion is running by now, I assume. There is no tower though. He's cutting costs everywhere. Shop is up. No tech running at the 7-minute mark. That's 1 minute delayed already. But also Colorful stays on tier 2. There we go again. Pow!
Smack! That was certainly the highlight of the day of the Ancient of War. Can now feel very satisfied.
Would love to hear some of these old Batman sound effects over that. I'm pretty sure Paul can do this, right?
Kapow there certainly in order. Also an expansion now is on the agenda. This is scouted by Fortitude here with the Footman. The Warden is pretty hurt now. This did cost a lot of moon juice to keep all these units alive. That is a bit of a concern, but the Warden now level 4, and that's a powerful level for her already.
You know, you only need lures if you want units, and if you have a Warden on the way to level 5, you might not need too many units.
Zeppelin play.
40 airlines.
Oh, hell yeah. A whole bunch of footmen in there. This is a serious harass potential. If he upgrades defend as well, it's even good against Dryads. And he was healing up in the meantime. He had a regen scroll. He has another regen scroll and a heal scroll. How did he even pick up the heal scroll? Magic.
I guess he went to the shop on the left-hand side, as indicated by the overlay. Dryad sees this thankfully, but if he had plans to creep the lab, that just got a little bit more difficult.
Forty needs to heal up and defend this expansion right here. If he loses the Expo, he's in bad shape. This game might not be recoverable. If he holds here, he might be in a good spot. Warden, though, she's kind of low HP and kind of out of mana already because so much moon juice was drained before. And the Zeppelin can now help to keep key targets alive, like the Archmage. Fortitude all of a sudden in a strong position again, it looks.
What happened? I don't get it. What happened? How did Colorful lose all the momentum? The Berserker is falling.
Doesn't get the deny either. Everything swings around all of a sudden in 40's favor. I think it's the lack of moon juice again. Kind of like on map 1. The Warden had a good start, but she can't keep up with all of this continued pressure.
Incredible. The mental fortitude is just out of this world. Now we got mana, now we got fan, and these footmen will be turned into experience if not for the heal scroll. But we're waiting 5 more seconds, next Pen of Knives is ready.
Loading some of them up. This could be lots of experience for the Warden, potentially. The Zeppelin being pulled away, the Dryad Spears, the piercing damage, almost getting the kill. Warden also losing lots of HP. Dryad's now hurt. Water Elements give more experience, but they don't have enough mana to get all of them. Man. Colorful needs healing so bad.
And he needs a rescue! There was no blink, there was no TP. This Warden almost died. All the Dryads hurt. This Expo is not entangled, and the Footmen are on a mission. 40 is playing perfect right now.
Yeah, he lost the Archmage, but other than that, I guess this has really been a crazy turnaround. On the way to tier 3, by the way. If this game goes long enough, we might get to tanks. The Zeppelin is finally taken out. But again, Colorful needs more healing, needs bears, needs reach. He needs so many things. Also needs his expansion to start mining. He's killing more Dryads on the way and TPing out before the Warden gets fed too much. But that's level 5.
You say that, exactly, and he finds the connection ultra last second. Now this is where the Warden games are supposed to be fun. She does need a staff still. She needs to have some time where she's not needed at home, and then harass to somehow get that sweet level 6 and the Avatar of Vengeance.
Colorful's also at the lab right now. I wonder what he's getting there. Doesn't seem like he necessarily needs a Shredder, but he's getting one regardless. It is, of course, always nice in a long macro game. Sending out the Wisps over to the expansion, we can finally begin mining. Okay, Warden at level 5, big spike. Expo starts mining, that's a big deal. And it's about to be natural nighttime again. So finally, we're gonna have some good moon juice again.
Also, I'm very happy he goes for the Shredder. Like, I've casted probably 500 games of Colorful being at 2k gold, 10 lumber. So with the Shredder, that obviously doesn't work. And this opens up the tech tree for him. Tier 3 is on the horizon, or is there already. Bear's there. It is interesting, by the way, that he sticks with Solo Warden. No Panda, while 40 is, of course, one of the players who goes the most Mac of them all.
Yeah, I'm definitely expecting a Panda still, but we don't see him yet. This is a big map. There's always tons of creeps around, so you don't have to worry about having the ability to creep him up to decent levels. If there's time, there's always a way on Twisted. And now it's nighttime. Now we have Moon Juice region again. Warden needs to get that tome though. Needs to go for Blink Fan and start terrorizing these peasants.
He's at 400 gold now, can't afford it. Mountain King has to level, at the moment super weak. And 40 finally shows us what he's known for. Der General has arrived, the tanks are coming.
Hell yeah. This is a strategy he became famous and infamous with, especially against Undead. Now for the first time this tournament we do get to see that if there's a map for tanks, it is this one. But Fortitude also keeping him so busy for such a long time, harassing again and again, being annoying in the main base, killing some wisps, and then just staffing out. We do see the Panda that we were expecting. We do see the Tome of Retraining. All right, Colorful with the opportunity here to now shift the momentum in this game.
Double Staff of Teleportation. Wonder if that's a misclick or if he really wants it on both heroes or if he just wants to steal it away from his opponent. Zeppelin immediately, but there are more peasants, and Slow and Steady wins the race towards level 6.
A good reaction still. Having the Zeppelin at home right away against the Warden, having the double Arcane Tower, this is the perfect adjustment that Fortitude is making here. Could even go for Magic Sentry maybe to have some detection. The tanks now starting to be on the way. The Panda wants to level as fast as possible. Needs to get that level 3 ASAP.
Of course, also mining denied. Panda on a solid way, as you said. We got the Paladin out already. Mountain King on the way to free anti-magic. Orb of Venom. Yeah, this is seriously heating up. I love the Drunken Haze creeping first. We got the Flute, which could be good later if he goes for Chimeras, but of course at this moment it's bad and he sells it immediately for a TP. Also sold the second staff, so that's a little oversight too. So, are you ready for the tanks, or will they buy even more time for maybe the win condition third base?
Oh, the timing here is so crucial, Neo. He's trying to creep level 3 at the lab, but the push from the tanks is coming before. How much damage can they do before the Panda joins there? He got a TP, which I like a lot, because he's going to have to get here really, really quickly. 2 tanks knocking on the front door. They don't have the most upgrades yet, though, so maybe he can buy some time here, stall some time for the Panda and the rest to save the
There's no
expansion.
Nature's Blessing!
Oh, he forgot it!
He doesn't have the upgrade!
Oh, he forgot it! Oh,
man!
big mistake!
Colorful, you gotta work on your Nature's Blessing! That's the Expo down, just a couple of shots, and Fortitude's counterattack is working wonderfully.
The Warden wasn't able to create enough space across the map, not fast enough on level 5, wasn't quite able to keep the human army busy, and Fortitude with the first big attack here gets a huge objective, taking out the enemy expansion. Just with the heroes, a knight, and 2 tanks. Surgical strike, super successful. Fortitude came what he wanted to accomplish, what he came here to do, and now finds himself so far ahead.
This feels a little bit too simple. This wasn't even a fake, really. It wasn't a drop. It didn't came out of nowhere. He just queued them into the expansion, had a bit of support there, and there we go. Colorful, yeah, giving him this opportunity, and I don't know if he's ready for this grand final at the moment.
Yeah, if he had had Nature's Blessing, maybe that could have been saved. The Warden, I wonder if her staff was on cooldown maybe. Also, she took forever to join there. She's now finding the human army, but doesn't want to fight 1 versus 3, I guess.
No, that's not advisable. We got breakers, we got knights, and the Panda still needs to level. The tanks are here again. So annoying.
2 upgrades now in the tanks. That's quite a bit of damage. We have 4 tanks out on the map, always able to threaten somewhere and create space while we have more creep. And again, it's Twisted Meadows. There's so much experience here, so many items. And we're gonna get a big one from the red. Warden thinking about stealing it, thinking about creep jacking, blinking in. Oh, and also the anti-magic, and he stole it. And but he dies! With the blink on cooldown, of course! He stole the item, but blinked into his demise. That is so much experience.
Yo, and this is so expensive. You got a Staff of Silence, which is kinda nice, but couldn't prevent death there anymore. It's a Tavern Revive, so 600 gold gone basically. One needs to go home, where there's still a Shredder, and the tanks are still raging here.
Taking out more Moonwells. Even if these tanks go down, Fortitude is trading efficiently. He's taking out Moonwells, which are also fairly expensive, and take out many of them. And it's so difficult for Colorful to manage everything here. He has to re-establish the expansion, keep his main base safe, deal with the tanks, and also keep on leveling. Panda level 2 is not enough. But the good thing is, this game is not lost for Colorful. These are crazy strong late game heroes. They have the potential for it. Imagine if both those get level 6. then the sky's the limit.
If Colorful is sharp enough still, 5.7, 2.8. He's close on two very meaningful upgrades, but of course the entire time there is a second mine for Colorful. The third one is opened up. He can expand at any given time. And now Fortitude knows, oh, you're busy with my tanks? Still? You can't break them? Still? Let me take your main base away.
Outstanding maneuvering by Fortitude. Always finding something effective to do. You know, the start of this game, it looked a bit scary when the Warden was left alone to kill so many of the peasants, but Fortitude finds the correct place to pressure and keeps his thumb on it, and always able to get crucial damage in. Ooh, and crucially, the expansion was just barely saved, but again, tanks there could be a big danger, and the game is again over. GG! And 40 with another goddamn win goes up 2-0.
He is so good this weekend. He came here, he's on a mission to win this tournament without a single map drop, and he's 2 away.
Dude, you can't tell me. He's gonna win a total of...
Yeah, do the math on stream, in front of an audience.
3, 7, and 4, 11 maps in a row it would be.
That is crazy, man. Against all the other races, against some of the best players in the world. Not threatened at all. He makes it look so easy. Obviously it isn't, but he just has the feeling of where do I have to be, what do I have to do there, what do I have to attack, and when can I do that at the perfect time so I get the results that I want. The decision making, which I think is the most important asset to have in like top Warcraft 3, is just flawless.
Yeah, he's got the golden touch right now. Like whatever he does, it always just barely keeps working out. He's got like the perfect calculations running right now. This game had some tense moments there. If the Berserker goes down, if the Archmage goes down, I mean, he did die in the end, but didn't give experience away. Could have died earlier. He's just right on the edge and making it work and able to break through the resolve of Colorful. Colorful is holding, killing footies, leveling, and you're like, okay, it's starting to get momentum, and then the Moon Juice runs out. This was the problem now. 2 games in a row. The Demon Hunter couldn't heal. The Warden couldn't recover, at least couldn't recover fast enough. There was just like 1 or 2 more Dryads missing, a little bit more juice missing, a little bit more healing missing, and then Colorful could have perhaps been able to take the reins there, take the momentum. But yeah, Fortitude, everything is just beautifully falling into place right now. Maybe falling into place isn't the right thing to say. It's not just happening. He's making it happen, and he's making it all happen right now.
I wonder if Colorful is playing a bit too standard. There's no extraordinary play at the moment. There's nothing that can surprise us. He had these moments for sure in earlier games. This is of course his style. He's the vanilla Night Elf, right? He is the vanilla Night Elf, and we'll see if he has something prepared for us or if it finally works this time. Fortitude is halfway done. Can he get match points on map 3? Half the work is not all the work. This guy here in yellow on the upper left-hand side needs a little bit of support. Give it up for Colorful!
And in the bottom right, in the blue, on a perfect run so far is Fortitude!
This applause becoming quieter and quieter.
Yeah, the audience, of course, wants to see a closer series. We want to see a 7-mapper here, and we want to see both these guys bring each other to the limit. Fortitude, though, is just in incredible, unbelievable shape right now. Still undefeated this whole tournament. And Colorful, if he wants to have a realistic chance of winning this grand final, it must begin here. It was a bad start so far. The first 2 maps lost, but it's not hopeless yet. There is a way to come back here. Colorful has won big tournaments before. The last big WGL tournament in China was able to be won by him, was able to beat Moon there in a historic grand final, and he's been able to win other big tournaments as well since then. He has the potential to do it, but you cannot fall behind 0-3. This now is where he has to score.
That is a great point you make. The grand final he won, his biggest achievement in his entire career, he was down. Everybody counted him out. Everybody was just counting the minutes till Moon gets the championship. And then he started an insane turnaround and won map after map after map after map.
Yep.
He needs WGL Colorful right now.
Can he dig deep and retrieve that amazing shape? There is still time to do it. Nice save on the Footy, by the way. Colorful was trying to chase for a kill there, get that level 2, but Footy makes it back home. Is there an entrance here? I don't believe so. Can look for a farm cancel. It is the 4th farm, which normally means fast expansion. Fortitude with the mass repair can save it.
Definitely easy creepable. This kind of throws me off. I thought springtime, rush distance is relatively close. Usually everybody goes for a rifle push here, but Footy says, my stuff works on map 1, on map 2, so try to conquer my strategy. I'm just doing the same again.
Yeah, he's got insane items as well, by the way. Claws and Mantle, absolutely amazing. The Demon Hunter lost a lot of HP, ran across the map, low HP, has to run all the way back. This is taking a long time, and looks like this is giving Fortitude easily enough time to safely, effortlessly, give this expansion.
No harass, no immolation, no staff. That's right. Usually, you should be there, right? You should be doing something, but only now Colorful is going to the mercenary camp. Maybe he could have opened here with an Ancient of War. This looks a bit more efficient.
I gotta say, Neo, this Colorful performance, if we look at this compared to what we saw against Starbuck, it's looking different, man. This is looking a lot more toothless. Where's the aggression? Where are the kills? Where's the bloodthirst? Where is the predator? Like, he's looking almost harmless, and he's spending some time being wasted, you know, not getting stuff done. The Demon Hunter, okay, he creeps a camp here, but that's not level 3. The Archmage arrives and has a possibility to get a kill right away. Though without boots, I guess this time won't be able to. Archmage sells the TP. Fortitude again showing his dominance and confidence.
I said it when he arrived here at the venue. It's like, this dude kind of has a boss aura around him. He he looked like a villain with the glasses on. It's like, yo, this guy wants to win the tournament.
Yep.
And he oozes this charisma, he oozes strength, and he's bringing it to every single map he's playing on.
Yeah, seems again to be in control, dude. He's the one dictating the pace here. He's the one putting in more damage while he was also the one fast expanding. I think Colorful really being punished for his weak creeping. Didn't get level 2 for a long time, didn't get the kills he needed. And now AM is level 3 with a bunch of mana, facing no mana burn. Watch Elementals ready to ruin the day for Colorful.
How do you get out of that chokehold, man? The guillotine is about to snap again. The guillotine of Archmage and Water Elementals and Footman. We have some detonates against it that cuts into Lumber, of course. Might delay the lures down the road, but Naga is here, gives a little bit of control, and no further damage right now.
Really has to save the Berserker, though. That's such an important unit right now. The Watch Elemental must not be allowed. The Moonjuice again, dude. It's the Moonjuice every time. Once again drained until the very last drop. And it's going to be daytime soon.
And of course he got the deny.
Yeah,
of course he got the deny. Like, we barely even mentioned it, but he did like 4 things at the same time, and then he takes the experience of Colorful away as well. What now? There's no aggression towards this expo. He's mining and mining and mining and mining. He has 0 cost.
Perfect early game for Fortitude. Saved his units, put a lot of damage on the Demon Hunter, got the level 2 quickly, got the level 3 quickly. And Colorful is just behind tempo and kind of not presenting any danger, not presenting any threats. When he played against Starbuck, this looked way different. Maybe Colorful is also feeling that boss aura that so many have felt when facing Fortitude today.
Right on. Archmage again on the way to the north. He knows where Colorful is, and he's trying to avoid him there a little bit. Works. Footmen are still there.
Can't lose the lures. You can't lose the lures.
He needs to sacrifice Wisp for this if there's a Water Elemental very, very, very soon. Needs to micro the Naga to take the attack damage away, but oh my god. Oh my god, this is one of the most one-sided
So many
finals.
Footmen! He never was able to deal with the Footmen earlier, and now they're here in full force. Even without defense, they're still presenting such a big threat. And guess what? Defend is about to finish.
That's crazy.
Daytime is upon us in just a few seconds. There's no juice. There's no 4th Moonwell. This is looking disastrous.
There is no punch. What the hell? This is so many. This is 8 Footmen. And defend there now. And tier 2 halfway. And the Blacksmith is there. Colorful is struggling on all fronts.
Yeah, this Demon just never got off the ground this game. Wasted his time in the early game, was level 2 too late, lost too much HP, was too much running around, not finding the damage. This is all before we even see a second hero. This game's almost over.
What the hell? He needs an Archmage kill somehow. Like a little bit of control, but the Naga is fighting for their life. No, not a Naga kill. I mean an Archmage kill somehow. Demon Hunter is laying in some damage. Dryad is here, and he sold the town portal, mind you. But the water elementals are here to control as the Naga is about to die as well. Drown! Drown, Naga, drown!
I can't believe he also sold the TP, dude. The confidence on this guy is like, yeah, whatever. That's 190 gold right there. I don't need this. I know that I'm stronger than that. Don't need a TP to save me.
He had to abandon the mission of chasing after this Archmage. At least the Naga is still alive, leveling up a little bit. Archmage presents himself again. It's similar to Twisted Meadows, where the Warden was a kill threshold. It's like, na 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 na, come and grab me. But he can't. Or can he?
Demon.
Or can he?
Oh, who's gonna win this fight? Of course the AM does!
God,
of course he does! He's chasing for the kill!
No
the
way.
baller! He's waiting for him! The right clicks! The move round! Who's gonna win? Forty wins!
Oh, wow! The balls on this guy!
Oh
The balls on
my
this
God. Bro! That was almost disrespectful.
guy! No way, dude. He's just showing strength. He knows that he knows exactly what he's doing. He sees the Matrix. Everything he does is correct.
Yeah, that was such a presentation of a game.
Yes.
He's like, you want to see what I can do? You want to see what I can do?
Yeah.
Give me one Archmage, give me 5 Footmen. Let's play.
By the way, do you know that the Archmage is one of the squishiest heroes in the game?
Yeah.
Yeah, did it look like this?
He sold the TP.
He sold the TP.
He sold the TP to hunt after everything that was Night Elf.
This is crazy, man. He sold a TP on an Archmage to go on a mission to kill a Demon Hunter who was
Yeah.
a tier ahead.
That sounds like it makes 0 sense. If someone says that without us seeing the game, we're like, how many gears have you had?
Yeah, exactly. I can't believe
40 does, like the way he's playing right now, it almost doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
This is something that we are not used to seeing. If we ever see something like that, it's like when Happy is playing at his peak shape, but this is 40 just absolutely bulldozing through everything and everyone. Colorful, to be honest, played a pretty weak early game there, wasted a lot of time, but still, dude, that was just a couple of footies.
Yeah.
He won this game with a couple of footies and 1 Archmage.
This is Infi Gold League level right now. And that is scary. That for a long time was for me the strongest Warcraft I've ever seen. In 2019, I think that was, when Infi won all 5 Gold Leagues that there were in a year. 40 has reached that level. Like, the torch was passed, and oh my God, is he having a pace with that thing.
Absolutely. Insane. Wow. Fortitude so far on a perfect run. Colorful now is going to be tested. Can he bounce back mentally after that demolition? Let's check it out.
Oh, I wonder if the player spawning in the upper right-hand side will be our new champion. He has 4 chances to accomplish that. Fortitude has 1 hand on the trophy and maybe even half of the other.
History in the making right here at RaRaLand 3. Fortitude so far looking like the best player in this tournament by far. A perfect run is possible for him. Fortitude, I mean, Colorful, of course, is going to try to stop that. He's going to try to mount a significant legendary comeback now in his own right. And he's going back to the Warden. Tried it on Twisted, didn't quite work. Northern Isle is not necessarily known to be the best Warden map of all time, but hey, if you get the levels, if she gets rolling, this hero has, of course, huge potential.
Colorful has to do something different. I'm not too used to seeing him play Warden here, but I like that he's trying. I like that he throws the curveball. It looked more convincing than the Demon Hunter plays. Oh no, oh no, oh no, 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 not like this. Okay, does he leave the Ancient of War alone?
Okay, he needs that one.
Is
He
that-
needs the Ancient of War.
Is that like Mercy right now?
Yeah, I think he's afraid he's going to get ensnared and just lose the footy
Okay.
and get nothing in return. But he knows. He knows there's a second Ancient of War, and he knows there's a Warden, so he knows high-level scaling and power from the Warden is a possibility. Fortitude could decide to play one base against this and not even play into the late game possibility of the Warden. Would be the first time, but we all have seen it by him before. We all know he's capable also of one base strategies.
True that, with rifles and a Blood Mage or whatever comes to his mind. We got an Archmage here with a Claw, level 2 unlocked. And Warden focusing on her own. This drop here is incredibly important. If Colorful gets a mana item, there's something possible then.
Signed the camp quite early. Ancient of War here, gonna help out now. The footy creeping still gets a ton of information, putting in a bit of damage as well. And again a safe expansion for 40, right? Never really getting interrupted, never really getting harassed. There's no Wisps coming, there's no Demon Hunter harass coming, there's no Peasants burning right away. Fortitude always able to safely set up that second base.
Okay. Let's see if this Warden explodes. What's her item now? Big heal potion, alright. Not that great, not a big mana potion, but at least you can hang in there a little longer, but Fortitude always gets the 3.
Again,
always
so quick to the level 3. Double claws, by the way. That is also pretty feisty.
He can do whatever he wants now. You look at this inventory when you're down 0-3.
Yeah, it hurts. It hurts quite literally, these right clicks right here. But the footies aren't that big of a danger. We don't have too many here. Only 3 are right now in the mix, but Forty's going to pull them back, not waste them away too easily. This Watch Elemental would almost be level 3. Needs a little bit more.
Okay, then that was a Shadow Strike for a Water Elemental, an interesting approach. Needs it now up top. The Spy Footman is going home, Archmage is chasing, and Colorful knows I need to put a dent in this Expo, I need to slow him down, but when he slows him down, then his main base is exposed, and this play by Colorful, man, this tier 1, level 3 tempo play, Colorful can't defeat it at the moment.
There might be a feast to be had at the expansion though. Colorful now with the opportunity to find the next gear in his game. The Warden's here up north, very mobile with the boots and the staff, and that's level 3. And now we're talking.
Yummy.
And now Shadow Strike can be a real thing against these Peasants especially, but 40 once again with the counter pressure. Never will he let an opportunity like that go to waste, and the Wisps are getting quickly abolished.
He needs a Shredder at this point, doesn't he? He's down to 8 Wisps during the tech. This is horrible.
And the Moonwell's at home, again in trouble. Also the Peasants, however, in trouble. The Fan of Knives here was doing a tremendous job. The Warden now is out of mana, however. Is Fortitude finally going to back off? Is he finally going to go for the defense?
Why?
I don't think so, man. I
Why?
think he's just going to keep attacking himself.
That's
Two can play this game.
I mean, he's just buying a little bit of time. The Moonwell for Colorful went down. That was number 3. And he just continues to wreck this base. Moonwell juice was always a problem for Colorful this entire series. Well, if there's no Moonwell juice, I don't even know if that's still a problem. But this is so rough again for Colorful.
Warden staffing home. The Archers now alone up north. They by themselves can't fight so well. Maybe get some kills, but now they also have to run back. Now stranded on the other side of the map. The Warden at home has to do it all by herself. And there is reveal, but there's also a heal potion. Warden, perhaps you can win this fight.
Okay, this time there is a TP. Now Archmage moves to the side. There's an item there. Okay, we need some levels. Don't you tell me he saves him. Oh, he saves him.
6 save there as well. With the shop, everything can be healed up once again very soon. We have the power build coming, but the tier 2 is done. The Warden has a clarity running. Mana potion as well. Warden 3.7 already. She's got boots, she's got more mana. This Warden is very dangerous right now.
There we go. He needs Wisps, a lot of them. He needs Dryads against the Water Elemental, and then needs to level. The supply looks horrendous. We have to put all the hope in the Warden, and there is no Arcane, as you mentioned. So lots of freedom for her. She also brought a potion, so this was not the last ban.
Nice save once again, so Fortitude doing this still quite well. And now the AM and the boys are back to defend. The Warden is now truly out of mana, but she did good damage. Lots of Peasants have been killed. She's almost level 4, getting it there with a parallel creeping. We got the Shredder as well, but we don't have counter expansion yet. At some point, Colorful will need a second base against this 2-base human play.
True that. So 40's tech still takes a long time. And I feel like he's not getting as much done as he did in the game before, which is crazy because he still killed a couple of Moonwells and made it super expensive. But maybe it's time now. These archers all slowed, all hurt, all dead.
No saving that one unless he goes for a staff, but no, wouldn't have been in time. Dude, there's like 30 seconds where Colorful can breathe and then 40's right back.
Yeah.
Warden, maybe she can go for a steal here.
Nope,
But
not
that's the
allowed.
thing.
It's not allowed. Of course, how can you even think that? The fan a little bit too late does damage, but you know what? Against the Warden, the Zeppelin is really good.
And all of a sudden, 40 is super stable again. All of a sudden, everything's looking fine. He's got tier 2 on the way. Soon he can build the big army. He's securing the bases a bit with towers as well. And while the Warden got a bunch of kills, the recovery is still not looking grand. All those Moonwell kills earlier is a big deal. The juice situation is again low. This whole goddamn series, there's too little moon juice.
Man, 40... He got the Zeppelin again. He's an arsonist, and Colorful can't put the fires out anymore. The shop goes down. He got a clarity, that's nice, but no influx of new potions, at least. We got an Ancient of Wind. When you're struggling with lumber already, this is such an unnecessary expense, because you want the second lore, you want the tech, you want the bears, you want it all, and then you go for an anti-air measure just to prevent 40 from getting further ahead.
Yeah, and again, Colorful seems to just be a bit behind tempo. Right now, you're supposed to have Dryads. You're supposed to have Dispel, and then the Watch Elementals aren't a thing yet. Dispel is coming, but it's a bit late. The Warden got level 4, but it was a bit late. The tier 3 tech will start soon, but again, it's going to be a bit late probably. And now also we have Alchemist, of course, for AoE healing. Heal Spray, always a great counter to the Fan of Knives. Fortitude still looking very much in charge here.
I agree, and that Ancient of Wind was cancelled as well, so no Hippo at all. Colorful is spamming his mana. Alright, but you know what? He can simply out-heal him. As if he's mocking him, that heal spray.
Insane performance here by Fortitude, now on map 4 in the grand final, looking really, really good. There's a way to come back. The Warden is one of the best comeback heroes in the game, but she needs level 5 as soon as possible.
Can he hold on for so long? It is still nighttime, halfway to daytime, I mean. Day and night, all the same here at RaRaLand for some people at least.
Fortitude here containing Colorful. He knows the options are very limited. The goddamn Moonjuice. The goddamn Moonjuice. It seems like there's a curse on these Moonwells as if they're regenerating less than they're supposed to.
Crazy.
Never is there enough to heal up properly. Never is there enough for the Warden to dominate as she wants to. Despite level 4, despite getting lots of kills early, Fortitude knows how much he can pressure, how far he can take things, and he's got a tier 3 tech lead over the Night Elf, which is quite ridiculous.
That never happens. And then he's going back to what he played on Twisted, where the trouble really began. With the tanks, with the casters, with the knights. Like, Colorful wasn't able to deal with that when he was in a solid position in the mid game. This is already like a very, very, very problematic situation. Fortitude is getting further and further. And he's he's mocking him.
A kill like that, that will be the way back in. That will be the can opener. If the Warden gets level 5, if the Warden gets level 6, there is still a way, guys. Believe me, there is still a way.
Dude, what's doing? There's no TP, and he's playing a Zeppelin game like this. Like, there's no way to get out. Of course, he knows that there's no Ancient or Wind. And if he plays it safe, yeah, then Colorful will never reach him, I guess.
Such a dominant performance by 40. Really sick. Really, really sick. What Fortitude is showing over this weekend will not be rivaled for a while, but not by another human. Especially if he wins this map as well.
Okay, now everything is healthy again. Careful with that Warden. There is no blink. Of course, she's almost dead. There's a TP. Do you want a TP home from there again? Oh! Fireball almost grilling that lady. 4.8. He's not making any progress with that hero.
Dude, again, just the footies and the heroes, keeping Colorful busy for so long. Level 4 Warden, normally she's supposed to laugh at such a threat. Fan of Knives, Shadow Strike, and boom, everything's gone, and now we keep on creeping, get level 5, get level 6. But no, so much time was bought. And now 40, he is on tier 3. He's got the Pally coming, Knight coming, tanks coming, Breakers coming.
5 coming as well, though. Thing is, you still need to get level 6 somehow, but at least Fan of Knives 3. A problematic thing is, the tanks are out before there's a Panda.
Yeah, and there's going to be so much healing as well. I love that 40 isn't going Blood Mage. Blood Mage is great, but he needs level 3 to be really good. Now we have double sources of healing. We have single target heal Hoylight against the Shadow Strike, and AoE healing from the Alchemist against the Fan of Knives. Fortitude. And also the expansion is safe with the Zeppelin, with the double Arcane. He's close to the main. That base is safe as well. Fortitude playing the best human that we've seen in a while.
That's right. What can Colorful do once he finally gets to his beloved bears? Master training is at halfway. This time we even got reinforced defenses. Nature's blessing, I mean, but not even a thought of a counter expansion. Like, he had trouble keeping his main intact. He can't even think
13 minutes. He hasn't made it above 40 supply yet.
Here we go.
Now he has. Panda. Congrats, Colorful. Above 40 supply we are.
Atta boy.
And I don't want to sound snippy here. Colorful has played a great tournament on his way here, but he's getting just absolutely dominated so far by 40, who is having an insane performance in this grand final and throughout this tournament. The Dryads now have the ability to get rid of the Water Elementals, but guess what? Now that the Dryads can look dominant, we have a counter as well ready from tier 3, from different sources. The tanks are on the way into the main base, but at least the Panda and the Bears seem to be in position.
So what you're saying is Colorful is a great player, but he has to work on his grand final performances?
I guess so. He has to work on something here to get it back into this game. Against everyone else, Colorful looked dominant, looked like he was the better player, but Fortitude seems to be on just a different level at the moment. Creeping now with confidence in the center of the map, so much healing from these human heroes.
He's covering an avenue on the left-hand side. Maybe there's an opportunity to kill some knights. He needs a little bit of momentum. Some move that goes right. He needs it right now to just believe in himself again. Can he steal a creep maybe? Get a knight. There's so much healing as you mentioned. Invo potions, heal stones, everything. Archmage, maybe. There is a Holy Light, of course, and the Town Portal is back. And Fortitude, he was creep-jacked here. Can you believe it?
And of course, Colorful is the one who has to run away. This is just emblematic of this grand final. Fortitude, whatever he touches, it works. He's got the golden touch of Midas right now. And with all that gold, he's looking to build a perfect 80 supply army as well. So much healing. Regen scroll as well. He's just healing from so many sources. Go for heal scrolls now as well. That's exactly what he's doing. Buys both of them. Why not? He's got the cash. Can he finally kill a knight?
Crazy. Nope. Yeah, you can just come in with nope. He's saving everything. There's Holy Lights over and over and over. There's Shield Spray. The heroes are all well equipped. 5.3 on the warden. He's still making no progress. The Panda was creep-jacking Fortitude, and he has 0 XP. 0 XP. He didn't kill a single thing. Not even a creep.
Yeah, this is pretty insane. The tanks in the main again took out a bunch of Moonwells. For a while here, Colorful was at least kind of able to stay competitive with his tier 3 power spike. But again, it's going to be daytime soon. The Moonja is going to stop regenerating soon. And this final might be over soon, but not yet. The Archmage in trouble. The hero kill here could be a big difference maker, but there's healing. There's healing for days, my man.
Oh, there's another. There's a health stone. There's an invo potion. Archmage is just dancing with these heroes. It is the Hail Mary, but the Pally says no. The items say no. It is getting desperate here. There's no mana, no more. A Shadow Strike, maybe. Desperate. Can she reach? There we go.
Oh. If there's no TP, there is a way to kill him. He gets him!
Oh, there was a TP! What the? Fortitude is giving Colorful some momentum. Of course, it's again a Tavern Revive. The bank,
he's got 1,500 gold. He can do this 2 more times if he wants.
Okay, that's a bit of a problem, but at least we made some levels. 5.7 and hope. Some hope for Colorful. The supply might not be in his favor. The entire series might not be in his favor, but the Warden is close to 6.
The tanks did, of course, such a great job taking out the Moonwells over and over, and I mentioned it a little bit ago. It's daytime now. Nighttime regen is over. Moonja is now a very, very costly and rare resource, while 40 keeps creeping. He, of course, has lots of room still to grow. Pally 3 and Alchemist 3 would be absolutely tremendous as the Warden retrains now into Blink Fan.
That's right. We even got Sundering Blades, which is quite interesting, because why?
Yeah.
In case of Mountain Giants,
Gotta complete that tech tree.
I was about to say 100% tech tree,
Yep.
alright, it's fine. More and more tanks, Der General in classic fashion.
Huge lead. It is literally a 30 supply lead. But if there's a duo hero combo who can make up such a deficit, it is these two. Warden 5.7. One more Archmage kill, she's level 6. That ultimate is insane. The Panda will get stronger and stronger as well with higher levels. I'm not trying to fool you to say that Colorful has the lead here by no means, but there might be a way back into the game if this drags out for long enough.
There is progress on the Panda at least, but 40 is once again at a lab, and he used that lab very, very wisely throughout this entire series so far. Warren is keeping track of everything, slows down things a little bit, so it feels like whatever Colorful wants to accomplish, he's getting kind of close to that. But no way, he's just taking the red spot. He's just taking the red spot.
He's feeling confident. I think he's right to do so. He's got a strong army here, 80 supply. Much of that is, however, in tanks. We have 3 of them, so that's 12 supply. Not fighting with the rest of the army, but they're going to fight against the Moonwells, and those Moonwells are so important. We've seen it now a million times in this grand final, as the big Magnetor is still up for grabs. Experience here for the Panda would be tremendous.
This is how Twisted ended. He wanted to jump for the big item. Lesson learned. Doesn't do that again and sacrifice the life for big item. Double staff online. Item, Hood of Cunning, okay-ish. More intelligence and a little bit of armor on the Alchemist, not bad. The tanks, man, we gotta look for building elimination here slowly but steady.
He's got almost no Moonwells, dude. 2 Moonwells only left. Of course, there's 0 juice left in him. And the Panda is stuck. The Panda's surrounded, stranded out here without the Warden.
How can that be happening? He needs to step somehow, but the Warden isn't there. Panda can't stop the tanks, and that is another surround. This is just the victory lap, ladies and gentlemen. Fortitude. He will not lose a map if things continue like this.
Warden 5.8. Man, does she need that ultimate? Desperately, desperately in need of this ultimate. With that, perhaps there's a slim chance that there's a way back into this game, as the Panda can't even be revived, by the way. He's still supply blocked.
Oh no, he lost all the Moonwells, and that's the win condition. I mean, okay, that is one of the win conditions that you'd usually want to get the third base there.
Oh, Warden finds the peasants. All right,
Okay.
1, 2, 3, quick kills. Is that it? It is level 6.
Okay.
All right, the best ult in the game. Is it good enough to win this game?
In this matchup for sure. Does he have mana for the Avatar? Okay, he does. Avatar got a lot of corpses. He can definitely shut that base down. But now again, no mana. Fortitude killing building after building after building. 30 food up, solid hero levels. He has to fumble this for Colorful to have a chance.
Knights, Breakers, and the heroes. That's the army with a couple of tanks threatening the buildings. Knights about to be on 3-3 as well, by the way. Super well upgraded and so much healing. Devotion Aura as well, healing on top. These Knights are taking tickle damage only.
Oh, Colorful is struggling. He might just be eliminated here and rewarded with the silver metal. This is not looking too great. Shut her down, bear down. He's cornered. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. And the Avatar is, of course, something entirely different. How's he supposed to save himself, Remo?
The Knights are breaking through.
2,700 gold.
2,700. He's getting rich, and he is playing the perfect tournament.
The king of Dubai is also the king of Dortmund, the best player of the weekend. Give it up for Fortitude!
Is the mic? Yeah. Here he is, the perfect player. Guys, give it up once again for Fortitude. Congratulations, Fortitude. You played so well. You take first place. Perfect tournament. How do you feel?
I just want to say, I'm a Fortitude. Who can stop me?
Incredible tournament. You win 2-0, 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. You don't lose. You are unbeatable. How? What is the secret?
The secret in my head. My head. My head tell me I don't want to lose any match, even just one match. I don't want to give the opponent any chance.
And you didn't give him any chance, indeed. You are the winner of RaRaLand 2024. RaRaLand 2025. If you come back and Happy comes back, do you beat Happy?
If Happy back, I must be back because I love to play with the top one in the world. I love challenge the stronger player. So if Happy back, I will be back.
Your perfect champion, Fortitude!
Lass mal noch laufen.